I appreciate very much the forward-looking collaboration of our Italian Air Force. What I will try to do is to give some perspective to this Asia-Europe debate, and having been trained as a historian, I will start, unfortunately for you, from Adam and Eve, in the sense that the first defining moment, and of course, I'm sorry to tell you that it will be a Western perspective. I haven't studied enough Chinese to have another perspective. In the East-West relationship has been the battle for the Thermopylae. Everyone has seen the film 300? No. It is a horrible film, but the important thing is the fight between the Greeks and the Persians. This, in the West, has been the first moment where you have seen an East and a West. The first country to try to put together the East and the West was Macedonia with Alexander the Great, trying to make a mixed marriage between, let us say, Persia and what he touched to India till Greece. It was a sort of regional globalization. Hellenization was that. A big cultural movement where East and West, what they were known at least, exchanged things. And it was revolutionary because it changed the way to organize power in the quote-unquote democratic West, with solutions that will appear then with the later Roman Empire. For the rest, there has been, at least at those times, a peaceful coexistence because the Chinese Empire had no real contact with the Roman Empire. You had frictions in the Iranian plateau, but this is, as you might understand, quite understandable. The first big change from East to West comes with the so-called barbarian migrations. All of them originate from the Central Asian Far East for us. And they transform very deeply the landscape, the cultural, the spiritual, the political landscape of the West, at least what we knew as the West, with the fall of the Roman Empire, and then later on, nearer from Asia, the Arab conquests. The Ottoman wave, which again starts from Central Asia, was the last great wave structuring itself in a multinational empire. Before the fall of Byzantium, and it's important because for us the fall of Byzantium starts a new era, which is the discovery of America, among other things. But before that fall, a number of West European countries tried to set direct contacts with the Far East, more or less successfully. Far East meant essentially China, because there was the interest with the silk trade, spice trade, whatever you might know. With the fall of Byzantium, you have another European-originated wave that goes west, which means to America, for the same reasons. So, after a certain time, you have a sort of pincer from Europe, starting with the methodical, slow Russian conquest of Asia, and from America later, on the Far East. We start the actual globalization in the 16th century, when you have an empire where never the sun sets, Spain, and it's interesting that the symbol of the dollar inherits the symbol of Spain, the two columns of Hercules with the motto nec plus ultra, or better, plus ultra, sorry, going beyond. At that time, for our Western ideas, Gibraltar was the end of the world. So you see, Spain was vanquished by first Great Britain and then the United States, but the symbol goes on. this is the start of globalization as we know it today. It's a very long period. And then you have colonization, which you know very well, especially strong in the 19th century.